Alrighty, welcome. This is going to be day one of the new year 2022, and we're starting another new CMEG account. Um, it's been a while since my last upload. I have not stopped trading though. I've been trading every day, pretty much, except for one vacation in summer. And I've been using TD Ameritrade, just using a cash account there with around $2,000 to $4,000. And just using a cash account, so using half my balance every single day. And that's been going well. I've started to show some consistent profitability with small numbers, anywhere from $10 to $40 in a day. Um, so I'd like to kick it up a notch and attempt CMEG again, which allows me to day trade infinitely below the PDT level, which is in America, you will have to have $25,000 in order to day trade. Here I have a little over 6,000 in this CMEG account, and I will be able to trade infinitely with that 6,000. I can actually go over 6,000 using leverage, but I won't be doing that until I have a few profitable months in CMEG. Um, as you can see, we are green on the first day, 73.71. Um, my intentions for today was just to get used to the platform again, because I haven't used it in, well, ever since August, I believe. So it's been about 4 or 5 months since I last used CMEG. So my intentions today were to get my jitters out for switching platforms, as well as starting this new account. Um, my daily trade, like the amount of capital I'd like to have in each trade, is starting off at around 2,000 per trade for this first week that we have this new account. And that's just what I found. That's my comfortability level when I was trading with TD Ameritrade in the past 3 months. My comfortability kind of got a little bit. I was uncomfortable going past $3,000 per trade. I started to see bigger numbers and I got a little bit psyched out of trades. So we're gonna start here at $2,000 per trade. And today we took 8 trades total. 6 of them were winners, 2 of them were losers. Uh, and one of those losers we're gonna go into depth about. It had to do with a halt down on IMMX. Very volatile stock today. It was up over 100% at one point. And overall, after commissions, we're up, I believe, 43. Yeah, 43.21. So commissions took up around 40% of our profit today, but that's to be expected when you trade as much as I did. I took 8 trades today. My normal's around 1 to 3. I just wanted to kind of dip my toes in with some smaller size trades earlier in the day in pre-market, and then go to my full 2,000 size trades. Um, so as you can see, we took a few trades in the early, or not early pre-market, but right before market open, and we had 2 trades, one with 100 shares at 650, so around $650 in the trade, which is low size for what I was comfortable with. So this was just a small scalp of a first 1 minute count to make a new high after consolidation. And then we have another trade getting a little bit bigger size. This was 125 shares, so around 800, 900 bucks in the trade. And then after that, I was already up around 12, 13 bucks on the day. And my goal for this first day was around $20 after commissions. Um, so already being more than half of the way there, I was very comfortable starting to size up. So I took my first trade of market open on, let's see, looks like, okay, so as the market opened, IMMX opened at 710 and instantly you see this wick down. It really didn't wick down. It instantly pushed all the way to 770 within the first like 10 seconds of market open, and it halted. So there was no trade there for me. I would have loved to have been part of that, but it just moved way too fast. It was already at its halt level before I even saw an opening to get in. So that halted, and that gave me some time to look at other charts, cool down, and so I took a look at CLLZ, which was our second leading gapper today. Let's see here if I can drag this over. And it was opened here at 327, and its high of day at the time was 331. We see it do a red to green pattern. It breaks out, and then after this little consolidation, I got in at 343. It hesitated. I got right back out for no gain, no loss. And then I got right back in as soon as it started showing strength again, and I sold on the break of that new high and break of 350 into 355. That was my first big size trade of the day, netting me basically nothing because of commissions. So I took a $14 gain, but 3-cent loss after commissions because I took that break-even trade, which just cost me commissions. After those two trades were done, we went over back to IMMX on the resumption from that initial halt. Let's see here. And IMMX was the main play today. So we have this halt resumption. Oh, zoomed in too much. And so it resumes high at 8:30. And it was just erratic in this candle. This candle was it I was gonna get in if it dips down here to 780-ish, and then we'll get a pop back up over 8. That's kind of what I did on the next candle. It's exactly what I did on the next candle. But this first candle out of the halt, it was just swinging around from 860 to 8 flat multiple times. It was not breaking down or breaking out, and it was just in a 60-cent range, and I did not want to mess with that, being on the wrong side of 60 cents with decent size. So I instead waited for it to calm down a little bit. On this next candle, we opened basically flat, kind of like at the same spot as the resumption, and we start to dip down again. We break 8 flat, and then on that break, I quickly buy the dip with 125 shares because I used only around, I used about 1,000, like half size, $1,000 in the trade, and the reason for this is because of it's right out of a halt resumption. It's waving around too much. It's just not the type of price action you would typically expect from an $8 stock. It was whipping 50 cents at a time. So in order to adjust for that and account for that, I reduced share size by half. We get a quick pop there, take profit. I believe that was, let's see, that was like a, let me just get the numbers on that. I know it was a decent size win. Let's see. Yeah, it was a $23 win, and that put us above our daily goal of $20 after commissions. We were sitting at around $29 after that trade, and from there, I kind of wanted to push the gun just because it was my first day back, and I was really in the groove with this IMMX, and so I went and bought another 100 shares on this dip right here. This is at the end of this candle. It was at like 59 seconds. And so it instantly, next candle shows up, and it just drops instantly into a halt down. 728 was where it halted. I'm stuck in the halt down around 50 cents a share, so down $50, which would put me right on the day around 20 something dollars. And at this point, I'm not taking any trades elsewhere. I'm just waiting for this to resume. because of the initial resumption on this first halt up was at a weird time. It didn't resume at a 5-minute interval, so I wanted to make sure that this didn't resume at a weird time as well. So I was just gonna watch this um, as it resumes, and we saw on the level 2 right here that it was going to be resuming exactly at 7:28, which is where it halted down. Typically, when you have a halt down and it resumes at the same price, that's typically a bullish pattern. So we're waiting for this halt to resume to add and then get out of the position once we're back to flat, which is pretty much exactly what we did. We added on the resumption after we show some strength and then sold the whole position for break even or around a 4-cent loss. Very good managing of that trade. Um, yeah, that was the biggest thing I wanted to cover today was what that halt down and how I managed that trade instead of panicking out. As the second that it resumed and taking the $50 loss, instead recognizing that this has strength and then adding instead of taking off the position, and then from there getting out break even. That was by far the most improvement I've seen from my trading over the last 3 months, is not just instantly getting terrified and bailing out, but rather assessing what the stock has to improve. From there, we have a small, or not small, but relatively sized win on AFI. I don't exactly remember this trade. It was $23 winner. Let's see. I'm kind of running on long this video. It's supposed to just be a small recap, but let's see here. Oh yeah. So for this one we got in with 450 shares on the break of let's see. I know it was a break of something. Yeah, the break of this pivot right here, and we open here on the next candle and it just pushes up through VWAP. I was looking for the break of VWAP. I believe I was sold most of my position right here at 259 for just a small 3-cent win. And then we held through this consolidation right here, and then on the second pop we sold the rest of it up there at 262, and that netted us $23 realized, and then 17 after commissions. And then from there, I was up 39, and I didn't really see anything else left. I wasn't gonna push it with IMMX, so I reduced my share size for this last final trade down to 50 shares, basically only 300 bucks in the trade. And it was just a nice, I noticed that this was, whenever it got up here, it was consolidating, and then it's hard to describe, but I saw it break 8 and then back up to 820, where this was initially right here. There was some resistance out of the initial halt at 820, and so I saw it break 820, and I was immediately thinking, okay, this isn't going to be a breakout play, this is going to be a pop flush play. And so exactly it does what I think it's going to do. It pops at 1 cent, at 2 cents, and then flushes almost a dollar. No, actually, yeah, a dollar per share. Doesn't halt. I get the bounce at 732 at 50 cents or 50 shares, and then sell at 747 for a 15-cent win on 50 shares. Nice little $7 winner before commissions, $4 after. Just a little padding on the top to have a great day. So this is a great first day of the challenge, doubling my expectations for the day. And I had a little bit of everything today. I had some dip trades, which is going to be my primary focus going into this first week. It's going to be dip trading. That's what I had the most success with at TD Ameritrade. And so I'll be dip trading mostly, looking for those pop flushes. That's what my signature play is. And so yeah, as you can see, like all these major wins were dip trades. Just dip trade there for a small win, dip trade here, but it ended up halting down. Got in after the halt on a dip, sold it for break even. Dip trade here. A lot of my trades are dip trades. I'd say probably around 80% of my trades are dip trades, and then the other 20% is a mixture of just breakouts for and halt plays. So yeah, didn't expect to take this many trades today, but it ended up working out very nicely. I don't think I'll be taking 8 trades or 10 trades a day. I would like to reduce that amount, but I'll reduce that as soon as it starts sizing up, just so I can keep the loss, like the big red days, under control, and not spiral out of control with commissions either. Um, for now, that's all I have to say for today's trading. I'm gonna be starting to upload daily again, going in through this new year. I'd like to really try and stick to a schedule with the YouTube channel. So thank you so much for listening and watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care.